Your discussion on motivation not being helpful, but discipline does change my life habits. Did it? Yeah, it's one of those things. I think people on social media, people on YouTube, whatever, that make like motivational content, they keep preaching that motivation is like a real thing, and it doesn't work for everyone. That idea of motivation doesn't work for a lot of people. Like, it's about being disciplined and building habits. And they use the word incorrectly, but also depending on the creator, some of them make people think that sitting around and waiting for motivation is like a strat that works, and it doesn't. It just makes you sit around and wait, because motivation doesn't like happen like that. Maybe to a couple people, very rarely, but it's not a thing that appears. A thing could be your motivation, right? Maybe there's an end goal that motivates you to do a thing, but they keep using these sentences like, you sit around and like, when you're suddenly feeling motivated, get this thing done. And I'm like, it's not good advice to tell someone to wait around until they're feeling it. That's terrible, actually. You're just going to have a lot of these people sit down and wait, right? And then it makes them think that sitting and waiting is okay, and it makes them think that that's great, right? Like, oh, yeah, it'll come to me. But then also they realize that they're not doing shit, so they're gonna despair at the same time, right? It's just not good. I don't think it helps anyone. Not at all. Yeah, they're too busy making motivation content to actually consider what helps people reach their goals. Yeah, I think it's okay to be a motivation piece for someone else. Like, let's say you're a fitness person, creator, and you're making videos about your physique, and maybe people watching it's inspiring for them, and maybe watching your content fills their brain with the want to maybe do it too. That could be motivational. That's a real thing, somewhat. But like, that person still has to now build their own habits and become disciplined themselves. You might motivate them to do it once, but it's not enough, I don't think, right? It can help, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Maybe for some people, it depends on the person. Motivation content is about what gets people to keep paying for motivation content. That's the other thing, is some of them are legit and they're being realistic about it, but there are also plenty of them that are just selling like their books. And it just feels so icky to me. They're like making motivation content. They're selling their books. They're selling their own stupid white labeled protein powder, you know? And I'm like, it should be so obvious when you look. And they're like, this is my daily morning green smoothie. And they're like, first I put in a frozen banana, then I put in some ice, then I put in a scoop of my own branded protein powder. You can get it at this link. It really supports me. I'm like, why are you watching this, dude? Ooh, it's the Kool-Aid. It's the Kool-Aid, right? It's right there. It's not good, man. Every morning I stand in front of the mirror, slap my belly, and say, I deserve this, as I jiggle into the kitchen for breakfast. Yes. Yes, I have motivation to eat. Oh, yes. Sometimes I watch like my morning routine grind set, and then I realize it's all a commercial. Yeah, and there are plenty of creators that do that, and they're not really selling you anything. They're just getting views. It's not the worst if you just like watching it, but it's definitely like, it's Cocomelon, right? It's your Cocomelon. You're just watching it and you're like, my brain feels soothed because someone did something good. It made me feel like I was productive, right? I almost feel like it might be, you know, that phenomenon when you say you're going to do something, so you feel a hit of satisfaction, dopamine, whatever, serotonin, which is it? Maybe both. I don't remember. Probably serotonin. You feel like you did part of it and you feel satisfied because you said you were going to do it. I almost feel like watching other people be productive might give you a little bit of that. And I wonder if that's like a really bad thing for people, or if it doesn't actually make much of a difference. I don't know. Like, maybe there's both. Maybe it also does motivate people to do it, right? Because they see it and their brain is in that like, ooh, I want to do this mode. But maybe for some other people, they might see it and be like, my brain is soothed. I watch people be organized. Now I'm going to go play video games, right? Now I'm going to go play Dark and Darker for 12 hours. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is there. But I just wonder about it. That's why you don't do things. You just say you're going to do things. Yeah, you get that sweet, sweet serotonin. It's so nice. They did studies that show that when a person says or posts on social media that they're going to do something, they're less likely to do it because they've already gotten enough serotonin from saying it and getting likes. Yeah, I wonder how much getting likes and attention from other people on it affects that, right? I don't know. I wonder how likely does it make someone to not do it? Satisfying videos where they do a perfect job in one shot, those are nice. Yeah. I understand it. I think it's okay to watch those things. I just think you should recognize if it's keeping you from doing your own shit or not, right?